Okay, right now it's 2:37 p.m. on March 29th. Um yeah, so we are 47 days left. Um yeah, so yeah. I had a very good sleep. I slept from 5:10 to about 1:30 ish maybe. Um and I went back to bed and I fell asleep somehow. And yeah, here I am. I don't feel hungover. I was drunk last night, but I don't feel hungover, so that's fine. My left kidney was also hurting last night, so I was really scared that something really bad's happening to my kidney, but no, I feel okay now. For now, I had a dream where I was traveling a lot. I was on a plane, and for some reason, I'm flying from LA to Europe and then from Europe to Japan, and I'm on this trip with a big crew of people, with my family, etc. And yeah, and uh, I was holding a camera, and this plane felt like it felt like a ship. It's a huge plane for some reason. Like it's a gigantic plane where you know how a large plane these days have maybe like I don't know uh 9 seats per row. This plane has like fucking 12 or 15 or maybe even 20 seats per row. It felt like a very long classroom. It felt like some kind of like dirty industrial, well not dirty, but like I don't know, like a cargo elevator in a mall have this kind of like metallic industrial feel to it, and that's how this plane felt like. And I was running around from the back to the front and then to the back again. I still have a little bit of lipstick on my lips. Um, and taking photos, but my camera's really dirty. And for some reason, my zoom lens, if I zoom out really, really far, I could actually see the bottom of the barrel of the zoom lens, which shouldn't be the case. And I could check if there's like mold or something. And I realize it's getting really dirty. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty much my dream. More things probably happened, but yeah. Um, I also forgot to mention last night when Maisie showed up to the party. Christian immediately pointed out that I got a piercing. Okay, Maisie saw that I got lipstick on and eyeliner, and I'm like, yeah. And then Christian's like, oh, he also got earrings, and I'm like, yeah. And Maisie's like, what? Show me. And I showed it to her, and Maisie was like overreacting. And I've never seen Maisie so uppity before in my entire life. She was like, oh my god, this is huge. This is huge. Show me. Oh my god. And then a little bit later, when I ran into Daniel Pan and the Woos at night at 2 a.m., a car rushes by, and I guess at that moment, um, Daniel Pan finally saw that I have earrings or ear piercings, and he's like, "Oh my, oh wait, Enoch, when did you get your ears pierced?" And I'm like, "A couple weeks ago." And Christian was there too, and the Woo's like, "Oh yeah, I noticed it, but I didn't know if it was there the whole time or if it was something new." And I'm like, "Yeah, I just got them pierced." And they told me that Hugh Vo also got piercings, but they're fake. They're clipped on because Hugh doesn't like want real piercings. Hugh isn't committed to the, Hugh is a bit scared, But I actually got them pierced. These are real piercings. So yeah. So yeah. Yay. Today should be fun. There's a photo shoot in like 2.5 hours at Kate's place. God damn, I woke up so late. And then there's gonna be a big dinner, so that's gonna be great. And then yeah, that's it. That's it. I woke up really late. I do have things to do. I do want to film a review ish. And I do want to finish some Stranger Things. I didn't watch. I finished Stranger Things episode 3 yesterday, and that's it, which is bad. Yeah, gotta do stuff. Gotta do them. And yesterday was great. I think so far this semester, really, so far the only big hitch is the 480 rejection. Right? I think everything else went smoothly. Like the CAN application went well. Again, got the internship, got a job. Got to get close to a bunch of people. I told myself I want to get close to like Maisie and Colin and APCA people, and here we go, you know? Kind of did it. Yeah. Oh well. We can just run.
It's a nice shot though.
My ego was telling me I could just run.
No, I mean, no, different good. Different.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, look at that. Wait, do it on the camera. Oh, it's not on 12. Do it on 12.
Okay, time now is 2:29 a.m. in the morning. Oh my god, I want to sneeze again. I hate this feeling. Okay, I guess not. I guess I'm not sneezing. So, today I had a good sleep. I woke up really late, and, honestly, today, yesterday, the day before, a couple days ago, I've been feeling a little sick already, but somehow this might be the greatest weekend of my life at USC. Maybe my college life, just like back to back to back. Something interesting happening each day. Yeah, today was great. I had a good sleep, and unfortunately I didn't have much time to do anything today. I immediately left, basically. At, yeah, I woke up at around 2, and then I didn't do much, and then around 4 or something, I had to go. I had to leave. Oh god. This is so bad. Yeah, at around 4:50, around 4:45 I left, and I walked all the way to Kate's apartment. And then, turns out I was rather early, because I was on time. And, yeah, we did the photo shoot. Harley was there, and then Harley left. And I was a little bit nervous about it, only because I've never looked good in photos before. I'm the least photogenic person in the universe, and I try my best to look good, but it's really tough. And the truth of the matter is, I rarely do photo shoots, because people don't take photos of me usually. Usually I'm like the most invisible person ever, so I'm not very experienced with that kind of stuff. And when I did it, I was like, I tried to look natural, I tried to look good, and alas, a couple photos were good, but it's the ones that where I don't smile. I realize that I look the best when I don't smile. Yeah, I look like this. I look like Makima. I did the Makima pose, where I lean forward a little bit. It's good. It's a little quirky. I like it. Eventually, a bunch of people came. Daniel Pan and Ethan Kwan showed up for a little bit, and they had to leave because, as it turns out, they have to go to set or like work on another thing. And earlier this morning, Daniel Pan is about to film like a music video. It's so crazy that everyone's just on some kind of set. Yeah, a lot of people showed up. So Josh, Cjira, so Josh, O, Cjira, Huvo, and Trinity, Nguyen, they all just came back from Beyond, which is this rave thing. And I don't rave. I've never raved. I don't plan to. And they all take drugs, except for Hugh. Hugh just like Hugh goes to rave sober, but Josh, oh, he does like Molly, and everyone takes drugs and raves usually, because otherwise, like, how else are you gonna survive, like 6 hours of blasting electronic music? Yeah, and yeah, I yeah, I talked to them a little bit about it. Seems way more complicated. Like, I thought raves are just like noisy, like a noisy concert where it's just like electronic music, but I guess it's worse. Like, it's complicated. Like, apparently you need to learn, like, there's like a whole PowerPoint slide about raves and like what to do and like key terms and like safe words, or like, I'm making shit up, but you get the idea. Apparently it's really complicated. Yeah. So anyways, we did the photo shoot, and then we waited until 7-ish when we all decided to go to a Korean restaurant. We ended up going Korean barbecue at Road to Seoul, which I've never been before. And I was so fucking hungry because the whole day I've only had 2 pieces of bread, some chocolate, and peanut butter. And that's it. So that was basically dinner for me. A whole ginormous meal. And so far I haven't eaten anything aside from that. And goddamn, it was good, but it was so much food. I sat next to George, this 17-year-old kid. Crossing is Andrew Wu and Kate, and we were just talking. And I'm glad I picked this side of table, because this side of table is more quiet and well-mannered. And the other side of the table is Huvo, his new girlfriend. He's still salty about breaking up with his ex. A couple weeks ago, he would literally like speed run Tinder or Hinge, and then he just got a new girlfriend. Like, again, like, I don't know, it's people like Huvo where I really ask myself, what is dating other than a social construct? Oh yeah, we're dating, I have a girlfriend. That's bullshit. Like, yeah, sure, you two are mutually consenting into a relationship, but it's nothing but commodity. Like, it's not real. It's commodified dating. It's just because some app tells you that you two are good for a relationship, and then you agree on it. It's just soulless. Like, it's not real love. And I think if I don't consider that dating, then a lot of people who date actually are not dating. Like, yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm coping, but I don't know. What is dating? What is love? I think it is, in many sense, a social construct, and yeah. Yeah. Anyways, we had the meal, and then we talked quite a bit. Andrew Wu and I and Kate, we talked about SF, and then, yeah, we joked around a little bit. At some point, we were just tired and we didn't speak much, but it was fine, I'm really feeling better about relationships, like friendships, like people like the Woos and Kate Shao and Ethan Kwan. Like, I don't feel excluded anymore, which I'm so happy about. Like, I've overcome that hurdle, and yeah, that's great. So after the meal, it was like 9 or something, and it was like nearly 10 actually, and we drove back to Kate's place, and we stayed for about half an hour, and then we walked over to the APCA episodic series film set, because it's happening literally at the same time, and George was supposed to be on set, but he, as first AC/gaffer, but he came to hang out with us instead, because why not? But Kate is still the head of production in APCA, and Kate went back and we all went. I'm like, I want to go and check out. So I went there and checked them out, and Ethan Go and Kaylin were there. So I'm really happy to see them both. Really fun, and yeah, it's just like some house, and it's like a couple minutes away from the Jiayang house. It's at West 38th Street. So literally West 36th, 37th, 38th Street. These three streets, they like everyone live on these three streets. It's so crazy. And yeah, I went to that house, and I also saw a bunch of other APC people, but yeah, and then we just stood there for 50 minutes while we waited for them to wrap, and then I came back home at around midnight. Yeah, feeling really tired. Not really tired actually. I feel fine, but I do want to go to bed earlier. So, and tomorrow I'm supposed to. The plan was to edit with Tova, the Film 33 doc. Turns out Tova isn't free tomorrow, which means tomorrow I have nothing. And I'm gonna probably go to Ralph's, rest up, and watch movies. That's probably what I'm gonna do. But yeah, feeling quite nice today. But also I think throughout the whole day today I've been thinking a lot. I've just been, I don't know, 47 days left, and holy shit, I completely forgot about my religion homework. 47 days left, and I really, I'm feeling the clock ticking, and I'm really just reflecting on myself, like, because I think yesterday, even though it feels like a regular day, like for a lot of people, it's, you know, there's a party, it didn't go so well, and there's like a film screening, but I felt very satisfied yesterday because I was surrounded constantly for a whole night with people that I trust, that I like hanging out with, and people who reciprocate that trust. And I rarely feel that, you know. I always feel like I'm in danger. And again, me being able to visit Maisie's bedroom and play with her cat, and Maisie like being excited over my ear piercing, which I'm really honored by. Again, like all these people are younger than me. It's so crazy. I'm supposed to be the experienced guy, but I'm just this lowly guy. But I don't know, people just like you know, talking to me and stuff. It's just such an overwhelmingly nice feeling. And when I went back to West 37th Street today, I see the street sign and I'm like, god damn. You know, even off campus. Like, you know how back in community college, I go to CMD and I feel like it's like my second home. Somehow, of course, now SCA and Norris Theater are like my second home. Like, I go there a lot, I keep running into people I know. But even outside, even on West 37th Street, I'm running into people. And, it's so magical. And now I'm feeling two things. One is I'm really happy that I'm finally feeling happy, but also I'm sad that it's taking me so long. But also the fact that after I graduate, I'm gonna lose this, and I'm gonna feel so alone, and I'm not ready for that. And I realized that it's like 6 years ago all over again. It's like secondary school all over again. It's like I'm gone, I'm graduating, and all of a sudden it's just like memories suspended in thin air. Like I'm just gonna remember people from 2026. Like the Colin, the Anya, the fucking everyone, like the Woos and Daniel Pan and the Maisies and the Christians and like the everyone, like the Giants. They're all gonna be the people I remember them as, and people are gonna continue to grow, change, they graduate, and I will not know where they are, and everyone's like fragmented, and it's that all over again, and I'm just not ready for that kind of loss. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just feeling very, like, constantly just thinking. And I'm also thinking about love, again, like, the last 3 times I've loved someone, it takes a lot of effort to love someone. It takes so much effort. and a lot of putting in the work. Like every time I love someone, it's like stabbing myself, and it takes a long time for that wound to heal, and then I have to pick up the knife again, and then I have to like fight it. I have to hold it up, grip it, fight it, stop the knife from stabbing myself. I put in so much effort each time, and each time it takes more effort than the last for some reason. Like I think with Jayun, there's even more resistance. Like, oh, but what if it doesn't work? And like I want to talk to her, I want to call her, I can't call her, blah 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 blah, and it's so tough. And with only 47 days left, I don't know how that's going to be possible. And again, it's so crazy how easy it is for other people. And the more you grow, the more it's like, oh, I just said hi to this random girl, and bing bam boom, the next day we're dating. But it's so difficult for me. I think I'm just a very dramatic guy, and yeah, I don't know, it's so tough. So I really, yeah, I don't know. And as far as people I've met, Kaylin suddenly wanting to have lunch with me is really cool, but I met her today and she's really bright and energetic, but I just feel nothing. Like, it's the same thing with Audrey. It's just, I'm really glad that Audrey was like, oh, can I sit next to you during Asian horror class? But the truth of the matter is, I feel nothing towards her. I literally went all the way to Universal Studios with her to watch a film, and it was beautiful. I've never watched a film with Jayun, hilariously enough. And even so, I feel nothing. She's nice, she's cute. She's just the opposite of my type. She's like this, haha, like I'm sorry, but she's like the opposite of what I like. And somehow people like Maisie are more interesting. Like, yeah, I don't know, even though Maisie's not outright, like, very obviously, like, edgy and fucked up, but I don't know, just, like, talking to her, and I just feel an aura from her. Yeah. I've also talked a lot with Tavishi, who turned 18 freshly. Apparently last night she did coke, and because I was asking her if she's okay, because I was concerned, and apparently she did coke. And again, which is like fucking insane, it's her first time doing coke, so at least it's better than, oh, I've done cocaine a bajillion times before. But she went to a frat party and she did a line of coke, and I'm just like, why are you doing this, And I'm old enough to be like, yeah, doing drugs doesn't make you cool. Like, if I'm 20 and I meet a 17-year-old girl who does coke all the time and, like, drinks all the time and kills people, I would be like, man, maybe I should try some of that. But I feel like at 23, I'm like, maybe not my thing, and that's okay. But still, like, very, very, yeah. Who am I? What do I like? I spent 40 minutes pacing around my room after I got back, and I realized that before I turned 20, I wasn't even a person. And a lot of people I've met so far at USC are like 18, 19. I wasn't a person until I was 20. I didn't even know my persona until I was 20. So, yeah. Okay, oh my god. Okay, time now is 1:35 p.m. on March 30th. We are 46 days away from departure, from graduation. I just dreamed about doing this, like filming myself talking on my bed, and then I woke up and I'm like, shit, it was just a dream. So I need to do it again. Okay, so I slept from 5:20 to I woke up at around 9 something because my nose congestion is so fucking bad. And then I went back to bed, and then I woke up at around 12:30 because my alarm rang, but I'm like, nah, let me sleep a little more. So I naturally woke up just now. yeah, last night my nose was fucking dying. Like, I had so much running nose constantly. Every couple minutes it was like torture. And I had on both sides, and my throat is like a little burning right now, so I'm actually feeling a little sick. But anyways, before I lose it all, let's talk about my dreams, because I had a surprisingly vivid and complicated dream. There's the dream I had before 9:30 and then after 9:30. So before 9:30 I had a pretty big, complicated, chunky dream. And what I remember is sunny, crepe, mom, and then another word, but I forgot that other word, unfortunately, and I tried so hard to think about what that other word is, I genuinely forgot. So Sunny, aka Sunny Kong from Click to View. I don't know, maybe it was after a Click to View meeting, maybe it was just a random thing. But one night she's just like, "Hey, you wanna grab food together? You wanna try this crispy crepe thing?" And I'm like, "Sure." So me and Sunny, we went over to this maybe mall or some sort of plaza, some square. Feels like maybe it's Century City Mall, but maybe it's just some mall, somewhere nice. It was at night, and we went to this shop, and it's like crepe, but it's also basically like waffles, but with very tiny squares, and you can snap them off. They're like chocolate bars, but waffle, and it's this new weird thing that it's very popular. And then Sunny's like, "Oh, let's grab a drink too." So we went over to another place to grab maybe a boba or some kind of drink. And I just thought it was so nice, this spontaneous, let's hang out, let's do this, let's have fun. And I was quite charmed by her, really. I was quite charmed. And then not too long later, sometime later, I saw my mom. And I forgot what my mom was doing. All I remember is I saw my mom. And then I saw a bunch of other people, maybe classmates, maybe just a bunch of USC people. I think they're all USC people. Again, I remember sunny, crepe, mom, and then another word. And then I forgot another word. So, yeah, I think I saw a bunch of USC people, a bunch of classmates, and I spoke to them. I felt some type of way, some type of overwhelming support, maybe. But it was good. It was a very positive dream, and I felt inspired and happy after I woke up. Now, after 9:30, I went back to bed, and I dreamed about San Francisco, but it did not feel like San Francisco at all. So, it's this mountain town, and it's this curve. I just spat on my phone, did I? There's this curve, and then there's a drop off. There's a cliff, but it's a mountain, but there's a curve and drop off. And everything below the curve is this very beautiful small European town where the roads are narrow and squiggly, and the rooftops are all dark orange. Above the curve is more like traditional, like a city, but less interesting, more sparse, less clean. So I went to San Francisco, and I went with 3 other people or 4. It was like some kind of school-related program or just some program where we have to go there. It felt very weird because we were indoors, and then if you take an elevator, it shoots you up to San Francisco. And we also met some tourists. I ran into a couple people I know who were just tourists, who were just traveling there, and I was introducing them around. And that's it. Today's gonna be great because it's home all day, aside from going to Ralph's tonight because I'm running out of toilet paper. But I do have a lot to do. I have stuff to film, reviews, I have stuff to edit, stuff to watch. I have a religion homework that's due last night. and I didn't have time to do it. And I want to write. The Empire version 2 ASAP, send it around, cause a motion, and it's gonna be great. And I need to go to the bathroom now because my belly is hurting a little bit. Yeah, 46 days left. Let's keep going. I wrote this very sentimental Instagram story last night at like 3 a.m. and Julian Barahoni Ree saw it and liked it, and I'm like, oh, I was thinking of deleting it now, not so much. But yeah, that's it. Okay, time now is 2:30 a.m. in the morning. It's really late. Today has been a quaint day, but I do have several things to address. First of all, I had a good sleep, and I also gave myself way too many things to do in one day. Once again, I filmed and edited a couple reviews, and I also went to Ralph's. Yes. And I'm also almost done with one film. I have two films I plan to watch today. I still have too much going on, which is bad. Second of all, I forgot to mention this, but yesterday, or I think 2 days ago, I forgot. I think it was yesterday. We have a new roommate. So the guy who's living in room 301, yeah, who previously that was Zawan. So at room 301, this African guy, I think Nigerian, his name is Angelo. And so today, when I woke up, I smelled a very garlicky, fragrant smell. Not a bad smell, but definitely not something I would like in my bedroom. I went downstairs because I wanted to get some breakfast, and it was 2 p.m. It was 3 p.m. But yeah, I went downstairs, and lo and behold, my pan, my pot, my fork, and all of my plates and bowls, my 2 plates and my bowl, they're all being used by this guy. And which is so crazy. I don't know why you would need all of my utensils. Like, it's almost all of them. But I'm not that mad. He probably doesn't know. And I told him, oh, by the way, are you using that? That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to clean it up. And I'm like, it's okay. And he thought it's house plate. It's a house plate. Like, he thought that the plates and the bowls come with this apartment. But no, they are mine. You have to get your own. I should put up a wall next time. I hate being the stingy roommate, but I can't keep having people use my plates and bowls, especially my pan. So anyways, he cleaned the pan, and he cleaned it squeaky clean, which is great. Except because he cleaned it so hard, the pan has cracks on it. It's turning white, it's decolorizing, and it has white streaks. And so my pan is becoming useless again. After Mary has used it multiple times and ruined it multiple times, and after this, I think I'm going to have to get a new pan soon. I tried cooking an egg on it for lunch, and the egg is sticking. So genuinely, I need a new pan now. It's destroyed. My 3rd pan, gone. On to my 4th pan. So that's great. I keep destroying pans. No, people keep destroying pans for me. And I love it. I love having my pans destroyed. I love it when that happens. The other thing that is destroyed is my earphones. About 3 days ago, it stopped working. My right ear, the right side of the earphones has stopped working. And that's kind of sad because I've used this for like 7 or 8 years already. I remember using this exact earphone back back in like Form 5, I would plug it into my phone and listen to Spotify. And I don't know why is it not doing that anymore. It suddenly decided to die. And is that kind of glitchy? Like if I move my head at a certain angle and I bend the cable a certain way, I can still hear it on my right side. But yesterday, I tried all kinds of ways. My right ear, completely gone. But I don't want to throw it away. I gave this pair of earphones to Natalie when she needed it for some kind of test. Maybe it was DSC, maybe it was, I think it was a mock test, I don't know. So, I'm keeping it. Natalie had worn this before. Oh, come on. But I wear that every day. But for some reason it's gone. So I think a couple of days ago I dug up Bluetooth earbuds from my electronics bag, which is probably something I've been keeping there for about 5 years already. I charged it, I tried to use it, it doesn't fucking work. It's brand new and it doesn't work. I charged it full. The moment I take out the earbuds, they go from 100% to 10% battery. I listen to music, 1 minute later, it dies. So I have no choice but to use my only pair of earbuds to listen to music and watch films on my laptop. And that's really bad. So right now I'm thinking of just buying new earphones on Amazon, and I want plug-in earphones. I don't want Bluetooth. Earphones are always the best. They are spontaneous. But at the same time, my mom's employee is planning to buy electronics, and I was going to ask him to buy for me. But now I'm thinking I should just buy it myself on Amazon because I need them ASAP anyways. So, yeah. So that's that. Not much else. Andrew Wu has once again asked me if I want a PD or RPA for Huvo's 290. Honestly, after some thinking, the answer is an astounding no. I'm not going to RPA a 290 in my last semester. That's humiliating. You know? And, PDing a 480 is a bit extreme. But, like, I've set dressed a 480. I've set dressed a grad level thesis. I'm not fucking RPAing at all anymore. I don't want to RPA anymore. From now on, unless it's a big feature film, but like from now on a student set, I want to be at least set dresser or above. Second of all, I'm not RPing a 290. A 290, you're not even supposed to have any production design. So I'm sorry, but it is an astounding no. Yet, however, Stardust, the DK film, I'm considering hopping on for one day only, just to check out, just to connect with people, just to put my name out there and not to be removed from the set life for too long. But aside from that, that's all. And that's pretty much it for today. Not much else. I don't know, I've been doing some thinking. Today we're 46 days away from departure, from graduation, and part of me is a little sad. Again, I'm not saying I'm like the same melancholy as I always do. This is more of just like, have I really fulfilled what I want to fulfill in my college life? And again, this is like the 5th year, so it's been about 4 years. Okay, I'm gonna say 4 because 3 months, okay, accumulated a few of the months I spent in Hong Kong, right? I've been here for 4 years and I haven't accomplished a lot actually. But I am happy now, and people treat me better now, and in a lot of ways my wishes came true. I remember Form 5, Form 6, I go home crying, saying to myself, I want to be respected. I can't wait for the day where people respect me. And guess what? People respect me now. But I don't know. There's something kind of sad about just, I don't know what to do after this. My life is going to be scattered. Things are just going to be done. Things are going to be over. And I still have so much to explore. I have so many people to talk to, so much to do, so little time left. And again, part of me wants to just go crazy. I want to just do a performance art. I want to crawl around and bark at strangers. I want to go full blown terrorist mode. I want to do something. I want to be big. I want to go out with a bang. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to Camps Fest, that's for sure. And yeah, I think a lot of people I want to speak to. Okay, first of all, I think most people that I find interesting are already like, I'm already like talking to them or have talked to them, right? Jayun, that's a done deal, but like everyone around me, Maisie, Christian, Colin, Anya, etc. Also the people I want to be close to, like the APCA gang. Like I'm with them now. Like I can just text them, I can reach out to them, I can talk to them, blah blah blah, and they like me, they talk to me, and I feel so blessed, you know. But then there are still a couple other people that I find interesting, like Finn Liu and Sunny, and I don't know. I'm roping them into my short film, like. So that's why I need to finish my Empire script as soon as possible. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's all. School resumes tomorrow, and I want to sleep early, but tough. Okay, time now is 9:35 a.m. on March 31st. We're 45 days away. I slept from 5:25 to about 9:25, and yeah, so that's basically less than 4 hours. That's pretty bad. But what's even worse is that I couldn't fall asleep. I was wide awake for a long time on my bed, and yeah, I hate that. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my brain lately. And it's really weird because last night I was watching my second movie and I was falling asleep. But then when I'm lying down, I can't sleep. When I'm sitting straight, I can sleep. But lying down, I just can't. I was rolling around on my bed. I think eventually I did fall asleep, but only for a little bit. Yeah, I also still feel sick. I don't know if I'm getting better or not, but my throat is still burning. I still have running nose. I still feel sick. So I'm not sure. I kind of don't want to go to school, but I also kind of want to and have to. So yeah. I really need to go to bed earlier tonight, A, and B, hopefully fall asleep tonight. Yeah. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I just have too much to do. Yesterday was somewhat productive, yes, but yeah, did I have any dreams? I did, but I just forgot. I think it was just a very minute dream. Yeah. Well. Yeah, and my USB-C cable isn't really working well because my phone isn't fully charged right now. It's at 83%. But I think that's fine. Yeah. Ooh, we got mail. Okay. We got mail. We got mail. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay, time now is 11:59 p.m. Yeah, I haven't had dinner. I'm gonna make it immediately, right now, right freaking now. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say. Today seemed like a very simple day, and we are at 45 days left. The clock is ticking. Holy shit. I don't know. I just feel really bad. I told myself after spring break I'm gonna fix my sleep schedule, and it's been 1 week since spring break, and I still can't. And I really need to do that tonight. I really desperately need to. My new goal is 4:30. I don't care if I haven't finished watching a film, or editing something, or even homework. I'm going to bed at 4 sharp. You know what? Not 4. Let's give myself a little leeway. Let's give myself a little buffer zone. 3:45 shower time. Okay, and then I take some melatonin. I hop onto bed. So that's the plan. 3:45. I take a shower. So today is quaint. I went to school. I arrived right on time, early in fact, for my Religion 334 class, which is fine. I stayed awake, but I felt really tired and didn't speak up once. And then complet class, I thought it would be interesting because finally we're talking about Buddhism, which is the best part of the entire course. And I thought the professor will bring in another guest professor from the religion department, the Buddhism expert. But turns out we're just watching her do a Zoom lecture, and it's a recorded Zoom lecture, so we can't even ask questions. It's not even interactive. It was so boring. I fell asleep like 5 times. I tried really hard not to. I just can't. And tons of people next to me were also sleeping, which is really sad because it's actually really interesting. Buddhism is really interesting, and it's also good that the contents of the Zoom lecture are things that I know already. So yeah, I'm also a little happy that there's a girl who is kind of, she's a Chinese girl in the class who is kind of interesting. And she sat next to me today with her friend. And even though it doesn't matter to her, I thought that was a nice little gesture, I guess, even though it was nothing. But anyways, class is over. I walk back. I ran into Colin. And we just said hi. We didn't say anything. Colin's on his way to something, but I ran into him at Trousdale Parkway, the main road, which is rare. Usually, I run into him at SCA, so that's pretty cool. I went to SCA. Oh no, I went to Dulce, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go buy some food and a nice hot drink, and then I'm gonna sit down and draw and write and read because I need to do that. So I went to Dulce. I got hot matcha, which is weird. Everyone gets iced. I got hot matcha and I got a strawberry jam donut. I was starving, and damn, that donut was good. The matcha was fine. It's better iced, but I don't want to drink cold stuff now. Like I'm back in this sniffy coughing mode, and I can only drink hot stuff from this point on, or maybe room temperature stuff. No more cold stuff for me. But yeah, I got the matcha, I got the donut. I went to SCA 3rd floor. I wanted to go to a table to sit down, my usual, and I saw Michaela Ash, and I was like, hi. And so I didn't sit there. Instead, I sat on the couch and I spent maybe a whole hour. I don't even know. Time flew by. I spent quite a bit of time drawing, sketching, practicing. And even though the results are not satisfying, I look forward to doing this every fucking day. And then I read a little bit and then I'm like, I'm done. But I look forward to read, write, draw, read, write, draw, read, write, draw. Plus gym. I want to look good by graduation. I also want to look fine and dandy. When yeah, when I'm in Camps Fest, when I show up multiple times, like in the next few months, in my final times in college, I want to look damn good. So that's pretty much it. And then I took a bus home, and then I spent a couple hours not doing anything because, again, like when you're tired, when you're sleep deprived, you just don't do anything. But I pushed myself. I pushed myself to do things, and alas, I just finished a homework. I finished a film, Serpent's Path. I finished half an episode of Stranger Things, and I'm so far I'm on track. I spent some time editing my canned vlog. So far I'm on track. And that's pretty much it for today. Very simple. I don't know why. I think part of me, like given that I only have 45 days left, part of me really wants to enjoy every single day. Like I want the next 45 days to be nothing but banger every single day. Like last weekend. I want it to be banger every single day. I want every single day to be, a reveal, a character reveal, a deep conversation, a huge change, something exciting, anxiety inducing, something surreal. I want every single day to be a memorable banger. But yesterday and today were just not. But it's okay. I hoped I would run into someone in SCA and had a conversation with them, but I guess not. But I still run into people, which is nice. I guess the final thing I should probably mention is Maisie on her close friend story just came out as non-binary, which honestly it's kind of a bizarre feeling because it's not the first time someone I know and close to me has come out to me. Obviously, when Leia, or formerly known as Leo, came out to me as trans, that was kind of a huge shocker. But with Maisie, it's like not that surprising. She's always been, always been androgynous. And this changes nothing. It's not like they used to be really girly. They were always like this. And her pronouns in her bio was she, they the whole time. So now it's they, them. Or ella, like in Spanish. I might still call her she by accident. Honestly, it's a little bizarre, but also at the same time, not at all. But also at the same time, I'm coming to terms with what's the point? I think, especially with the fact that we're 2026 and we're Gen Zers, I think gender and sexual orientation has lost its meaning completely at this point in this world and society. That if you're gay, you're non-binary, or if you're trans, if you're cis, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like I consider myself a straight man, but how do I know if I've never had any sexual relations? I've considered myself aro-ace before, but then I was told that it might not be. Maybe it's just a psychological defense because I was bullied and I'm socially anxious. And then at the same time, simultaneously, I'm becoming more and more feminine. I have earrings and I wear lipsticks and eyeshadow. I felt like I was queer baiting people at the party because I really got along with all the gay people, and I feel like everyone in that party was gay anyways, but I was like accepted as a gay person even though I'm not gay. And so it's such a bizarre moment in time in terms of like sexuality and gender and sexual orientation that at this point does it even matter? Does any of it even matter? And not just sex and gender, but literally anything like personality, identity, like I don't know, sometimes I'm really edgy, sometimes I'm very nice and innocent, and does that even matter? Like I think nothing matters. I think we are all collectively working towards a no self universe, a universe where the concept of self doesn't even exist. And I know right now I'm just super progressive to the point of schizophrenic gibberish, and I feel like I should write an essay on that. But it's important to consider this. It's important to consider that gender is just the beginning. At some point, past, present, future, time, what do those things matter anyways, right? So, yeah, also, my criterions have arrived. I'm very excited. Yeah, and I can't believe I'm doing the click to view thing a couple days later. I need to not be sick. I need to look good, and I need to have a better voice. I don't know what's this raspy voice right now. Yeah. Okay, time now is 11:16 a.m. in the morning on April 1st. Yeah, we have made it to April. Oh, god damn it. I slept from 5:10 to 11:10. So that's 6 hours. And yeah, I think my running nose is getting better, but now the coughing is starting and my voice is kind of fucked. I don't know why last night, especially last night, my voice was really, really raspy. And yeah, I'm just feeling kind of sick, honestly. And I'm thinking of asking Click to View to postpone my workshop because I probably can't do it this Thursday. I probably can't. Yeah. I hate it. The cough is back. The last time I coughed for 3 months straight, so I hope this one goes away in 3 days. But yeah, that's basically it. My laptop is still open because I spent 2 whole fucking hours exporting my Septum short film last night. And at 5 a.m., at 4:55, I was actually waiting on my bed, waiting for the export to end. But it kept going and going and going. It says 10 minutes left, but actually it's 20 minutes and actually it's 30. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go to bed. So I just went to bed and slept. But yeah, last night I tried to be as productive as possible, but again, too much is going on. I haven't finished religion homework. I haven't finished a film. I need to do all the readings from my essay film class today. I didn't do any yesterday, even though I planned to. Yeah. I forgot what I dreamed about. I think I was traveling solo. 3 days of solo traveling, and yeah, I just remember that part. I remember solo traveling, really. Oh my god, I hope my throat heals. I'm gonna drink nothing but hot water from this point onwards. And yeah, that's basically it.
I just want to say you're probably one of the best audience that's going to watch Pandemic, you know. It's Pandemic 4, maybe the film Holocene that I'm trying to produce, direct, Does someone know the word Holocene mean? Any geologists here? The word Holocene. And when we get to 450, that's only 15 years from now. 10, 15 years from now, it's gonna be worse. So what I'm saying is just offer a solution to fix this emergency. And this is what you don't hear in the media. You don't hear it, but I have this. I'm trying to start really. This is kind of like nonprofit called Climate Fix, and that's what I just told you about technology. Because my original is I'm a computer science major. Went to San Jose State. I was a developer for several years, and so my background is high tech. So I always fall to technology. Anything you want to look like Spielberg or Jurassic Park, those things cost hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to produce in the studio with big computer machines to generate those realistic images. And you saw what I did with $10,000. So there's a limitation when it comes to animation, anything special effects.
Mm-hmm. But didn't you in Birdemic 3 use the same kind of special effects?
Yeah, I tried to make it better, but the budget wasn't there, and so I had to do work with what I had. But I was very regret, but say I'm jealous of today's filmmaker really, because I wish I had the AI when I made Birdemic start entirely. Just those birds would be look like $100 million picture, Yeah.
Okay, it's 2:55 a.m. in the morning. It is insanely fucking late again. Yeah, today has been quite an okay day. I will say today is an okay day. I woke up and again I felt really tired and sick. My throat was burning, and it's not like hurting burning. It wasn't like sore burning. It was more like dry and raspy, and my voice was already pretty much fucked in the morning. Like, I didn't have crispy voice like I always do in the mornings. So when I woke up, I honestly had no intention of going to class. I was debating myself whether I want to go to class or not. I laid on my bed for quite some time, and I thought to myself, maybe I can just be absent today and just focus on doing my own shit. But at the end, I was like, fuck it, I'll go to school. So I took a bus. I took the late bus to class, and I was about 3 minutes late. And right when I walked into the classroom, they were doing roll call, and the TA said my name. Like, right when I walked in, he said my name. And he's like, lucky timing. Or no, Max was there, and Max was like, perfect timing. And then, so the other friend, Yu Chen's other friend, Chun Chiu, or Ethan, he came in about 2 minutes later than me. And by then, the roll call was still going on, but he missed his call. So he was a few seconds late. He went up to the TA and asked to be checked. And the TA was like, you're a few seconds late, we're gonna leave it tardy. Oh my god, they are being really strict. So I was actually being really lucky today. But anyways, for class we watched a couple short films, one of which I've seen before already. It's called Until the Quiet Comes. And then we watched Lovers Rock by Steve McQueen. It's okay. It's a good film. And then and then that's pretty much it. Didn't buy anything else. And then after class, I was really hungry, and again I felt a little sick. I was coughing a little bit. And during break, I actually saw Diego Marquina, and I spoke to him. I asked him if he had bought the plane ticket yet, and he's like, no, I'm gonna buy today. I'll make sure to buy today. But yeah, anyways, after class, I stood around, and I saw Ife. I saw Ife again, which is really nice. They were wearing this very beautiful sort of white and black checkered stripes, like very fashionable, and I was like, wow, you look like an optical illusion. But yeah, we had a nice talk. I finally corrected him. He keeps calling me Enoch Zi Lai, thinking that Z is the middle name, but my name doesn't work like that, so I corrected them. And then afterwards I left. I left with the Chinese guys, but then I went back to SCA and sat down for a little bit to wait for my bus. So my bus came, and then I went back home. And then for about an hour and a half, I ate lunch and I read a little bit for the readings for tomorrow. Fuck me, it's 3 a.m. already. Um, and then I left again because I wanted to go check out Birdemic, which is this really shitty horror film made in 2010. And the director is coming. The director James Nguyen is coming, and the Q&A is moderated. And the Q&A is moderated by the Vietnamese professor. So I really wanted to go. I told Christian about it, and Christian's like, "Damn, now I want to go." So Christian overslept. I arrived at around 6:45. The film started at around 6:30. I arrived at 6:45, and I don't mind missing the first 10 minutes or so. But I just ended up waiting at SCA on the same couch I was waiting at earlier today by the elevators. I was waiting there for like 20 minutes. Christian's like, "Okay, I'm gonna be there in a couple minutes." And then I waited 15 minutes for him to actually show up. He showed up, we went into the theater, and we walked past the director, which is hilarious. And we finally watched the film, and it was ass. And it's really funny. There were more people in the theater than I thought. There were about maybe 20-ish, maybe 25 people. Most of them I don't know, except for Toll. Toll was just sitting there by himself. And I was like, great. So I sat next to Toll, and Christian sat with me for like 20 minutes, and then he left because he had to go to a meeting, go to a Zoom meeting. Aside from that, on the same row, I saw Michael Freda and Swan On. So that's kind of a cool coincidence. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We watched the film, and then afterwards, Christian's like, "Yeah, I'm too tired. I'm not gonna hit the gym. I'm just gonna go get dinner." And for a moment, I thought maybe, I could go to the gym and then he could continue his meeting. I didn't know his meeting would end so early. So, I ended up going to the gym alone. I did some pulling today. I did the bicep pull, I did pull-ups, I did lateral raises, and then I ran really hard. And then I went back home, and then it's already super late. It's like 10 or 11. I went back home at 11, at 10. And then I had two things to do before midnight. One is to finish my religion homework, which took way more time than I thought. Two is to order the sash for my graduation ceremony, and the deadline is literally today, April 1st, 23:59. And I was a couple minutes late, but somehow I was still able to make the order. But yeah, that was tough. And then I just had dinner, and then now I'm back, and it's already 3 fucking a.m. I really desperately want to sleep earlier. I don't know how that's possible, because I still have readings, I still have stuff to edit. It's too much. I realize I give myself too much to do in a day, so I'm just gonna shut up now, and I'm just gonna focus on my work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. My voice sucks. Also, I told Colin a little bit earlier today that I feel a little sick and I may not make it to tomorrow's meeting. But he's like, "Okay, let me know by tonight." And then at night, a while ago, I told him, "Okay, I'm gonna go." But yeah, it sucks because I'm still coffee, and I'm also like, my voice is like this right now. My voice is like this right now. Like, if I try to sound deep, I'm just gonna sound like this. Which is kind of a problem. But, we'll see. We'll see if it works. So, yeah, I'm just gonna end the video here. I'm gonna go back to my work. Okay, time now is 9:43 a.m. on April 2nd. I slept from 5:05 a.m. to about 9:30. Fuck, another 4.5 hours sleep. It's so tough, man. I can't break the 5 a.m. curse. I don't know why is it so difficult. I don't know why it's so difficult. And last night I fell asleep on my chair. I closed my eyes and I was like, okay, I'll take a nap. And then I woke up at 4:15. So I was really tired last night, and I couldn't finish the readings. There are 2 readings for the essay film class. I didn't even finish the first one. I still have 10 pages to go. And then another 20 pages for the second reading. And then the movie we have to watch for the class. It's 3 hours long, and I watched maybe the first 15 minutes of it. So that is why I am deciding to skip my religion class. I'm not going to religion 334. I think it's my second or third time skipping the class. Yeah. I just can't, and I'm too tired. I need a little more sleep. I need some time to do the readings and watch the films. And I need some time making the PowerPoint for the workshop I'm doing tonight. Which I'm still a little bit nervous about, maybe, because my voice sounds like this. I literally just woke up and I already sound raspy as hell. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's it, and that's all, I guess. Yeah. There must be a way to have less things to do in a day. Yesterday I didn't even work on any YouTube. No, yesterday morning I did. I don't know. So the problem isn't now YouTube. YouTube used to be kind of an issue because I would spend a lot of time editing it. What's the issue then? I don't even know. It's not movies, because I didn't watch any movies on my own accord yesterday. Like, I did finish 2 films yesterday because one is for class and the other is at school. I don't know. I gotta think. Maybe it's just like school. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the Birdemic screening in the gym. Maybe that was the mistake. Trial. Okay, damn, I don't have storage space again. Time now is 2:44 a.m. in the morning. It's late. Today was fine. It's 43 days? Right now 42 days left. About to enter the 30s. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Today was quite insane, actually. It started off quite insane. So I made the decision to skip Religion 334. I think it's my 3rd time skipping it. And I made the right call. Because right off the bat in the morning, I heard some noise outside. There are some cleaners. I could hear dishes being cleaned. And I just thought, oh, the cleaners are here. They're cleaning up the apartment. That's fine. I know that about a week ago, when Angelo, the African roommate, before Angelo, the African roommate came, Tripling actually sent some people into the apartment inspecting the place and then sticking a piece of paper on everything outside of my room in the living room. If it's unclaimed, it'll be thrown away. But that piece, I didn't take it that seriously because I thought, okay, well, you know, unless they come by and they clean up everything, I'm sure it's not actually going to happen. Or I'm going to handle this later. So silly me, the cleaners came, and I thought, okay, they're not going to do that, right? They're not going to throw out a whole basket of clothes, a whole basket of dirty clothes that I had. So I woke up, I slept back, I woke up, I slept back. I left my bed finally at around 10:40. I brushed my teeth. And then for a moment I'm like after I changed my clothes and I changed to my room clothes, I'm like, hold on, let me go downstairs and check. Let me take a look. So I went downstairs. Empty clean. Nothing. My basket of clothes gone. And it's that feeling again. It's that fucking feeling again. The same feeling I felt when my phone dies, or when my laptop dies, or when I lost something important. This feeling like I'm about to fall off a cliff. This feeling that, holy shit, I can't believe I just lost a bunch of stuff. And yeah, it's not electronic stuff, it's just clothes, but still, it's my stuff. So I was calm, but I was also really anxious. Suddenly, adrenaline filled me up. And I'm like, holy shit. And the only thing I can think of doing is change my clothes, go outside, and go check the garbage dump. Because they probably threw it in the garbage. They're probably not hateful enough to take my clothes and actually steal them and bring them to their respective homes. So I immediately changed my clothes and I immediately went downstairs to the garbage dump. And thank God my clothes and my basket is all in the garbage dump. It's in the two giant garbage bins, the black and the blue one. And even though thank God it's there, and I have to fish them out. So I literally just right there and then fished them out. I grabbed them, smacked them on the floor, and I try to grab as many clothes as I can find. It's so surreal seeing, like, there's this thick red sweater that I really love wearing. Seeing that in that dumpster, the same dumpster I throw all the moldy bread and shitty spoiled milk and all the disgusting trash and pork bones, and then my beautiful sweater, also in the dump, just slathered in there. It's just so fucking filthy. It stinks, and there were flies. Small flies, big flies. It genuinely smells terrible. It feels like that scene in Slumdog Millionaire when the main character fell into shit. And I just felt like that. And I was so frustrated. And I even tossed the trash around a little bit to make sure I didn't miss any clothes. I found a white sock kind of deep into the bin, and I have to, like, yank myself up. I have to, like, push myself up and then grab it from below. And I was so upset, I was so mad, I started screaming, "Fuck! Fuck you!" And I kicked the bin. I'm sorry for yelling, I'm sorry for being scary, but I had to, okay? I'm that upset. If you suddenly throw away a bunch of clothes that I own into the bin, of course I'd be mad. Sure, I know I didn't follow the piece of paper, I didn't listen, but still, that's just fucked up. Now, I tried my best to look for all the clothes I have. Maybe I've lost a couple pieces of clothing. There are a bunch of prop clothes that I bought from Goodwill that are in a plastic bag. I couldn't find the plastic bag. Maybe it's gone, but otherwise, I think I have most of it. My 2 gloves and my beanie. Some of my socks. My jackets. I found them back. The red sweater, I got them back. And I washed them immediately. I took the basket back to the apartment. So yeah, had I left the apartment earlier, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have picked it up. So that is fucking insane. That's fucking insane. So anyways, I just put back my room clothes, and I had cereal for breakfast. and then I went over to class. So conflict class today we talked about Buddhism, but it wasn't that lecture heavy. It was more of just a yapping kind of class. So the whole time during conflict class today, I was just doing the readings for my essay film class. And then I eventually I went to the essay film class, and I saw Colin again. I ran into Colin outside of SCA, and I was wearing two pairs of sunglasses. No, a pair of sunglasses, a pair of my regular glasses, and then sunglasses stacked on top, which is kind of weird. And I like being quirky, you know. I'm just quirky like that. And then I also saw Ethan Kwan from a distance. Anyways, essay film class, went there, sat down, and it was nice. Spoke up quite a few times, and there was a bulk of the class where I just focused working on the PowerPoint for tonight's workshop for Click to View. So there's that. And I also spoke up during the class. There's a film the professor wanted to play called From the Pole to the Equator, and she couldn't find a good quality. She only found a very terrible VHS rip of the film, and I easily found a link from a letterbox review to ubu.com of the film and in good quality and the whole thing. I told the professor, and the professor's like, "Oh my god, you're like the detective. You're like a detective." And I'm like, "Yeah." Name dropped. No, but she's really impressed. She's like, "Oh, I gotta learn, letterbox, okay." I got coffee and a cake pop, and it was already $10. And then after class, the Chinese guys, Yu Chen and co, they didn't go have dinner. And that's fine, because I needed to go elsewhere anyways. So I was on a bit of a hunt for paper, for blank pieces of paper. I walked over to Levy Library, and on the way, I ran into Christian. Christian across the road, and Christian's like, "See you later." And Maisie's coming too, and I'm like, "That's great." And then I'm just really happy Maisie's like part of this now, I guess. Like me, Christian, and Maisie being a trio? What? That's new territories uncovered. New territories discovered. No, I'm really, really happy. And then I went to Levy Library, went to second floor. Turns out all the printers are locked because they know people be stealing white paper. So I walked back to SCA thinking maybe SCA has some blank piece of white paper I can steal. On the way, I ran into Glenn, which is kind of cool. Glenn's on a phone call, and I got to speak to him for just a tiny wee bit about tomorrow's plans, which I'm quite excited for. And then I went back to SCA, went to second floor, and went to the fake office. There's a printer there, and boom, plenty of paper. The thing is, like, SCA is its own isolated country, so there are a lot of things that are actually free or available in SCA that if you're a regular USC student, you wouldn't know. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, I got the white paper, and then I just took a bus back home, and then I made lunch, I did the laundry, and then I suddenly got a stomachache, and I'm like, I can't hold it in. So I went to the bathroom, and I went to Click to View. I was early for a few minutes, and this is the climax of the day, and goddamn, today is the lowest turnout rate in Click to View. Only 14 people showed up, which is shocking, because earlier in the beginning of the semester, 40 people showed up. And I was quite disappointed. Even people like Riley didn't show up, Anya didn't show up. Sunny, I wish Sunny was there, man. I wish Sunny was there. Liam showed up for like 5 seconds. Thankfully, Christian and Maisie did come about 20 minutes in. But I did my workshop, and honestly, I thought it went fine. So the people who are there includes Colin, Leandra, Rachel Shin, Rachel Barris, Julian and Cheyenne, Tavishi, Alex Krushka, and the 3 other people I don't know. And that's it. And yeah, and we all did the activity. And I went pretty well. I think I'm pretty good at presentations because I think I'm locked into this performance mode whenever I'm doing a presentation. So I'm actually like pretty good at it. And then the moment I started to like do this activity where I asked people to write down their story ideas on a piece of paper and I put it in a bag and I shuffle it up and then I let other people take the piece of paper. that moment was fine, but then afterwards I was at a bit of a lost moment because none of the click to view workshops have been like this. Like it's always just this one person talking and then that's it. But this I'm making this so that everyone has to take turns talking, so that everyone is forced to interact with each other. And it gets a little awkward because sometimes parts of the room will be left out. Like Leandra and Rachel Shin and Colin are very active, and then the other side of the room they're just very quiet. But at least everyone got to talk and everyone takes turns, and that was fun. And we also ran out of time because people be talking. We went until 9:10, which is like very late. And Colin planned to do another like fun thing, like sound exercise thing, and because my workshop ran over time, they couldn't do it, which is kind of sad. But I hope everyone had fun. I hope this was good. Again, this is like kind of weird because we're dealing with very abstract things like storytelling. Like how do you do a storytelling workshop and not have it be like a very technical thing like editing or sound? So yeah, anyways, it was fun and there are some highlights. Like both Maisie and Christian's story ideas were not very serious, but that's okay. And I mentioned, I think Cheyenne was talking about Leandra's idea, and Leandra's idea is about like sex and food, and I talked about how food porn and sex porn is basically the same thing. And Cheyenne's like, oh, I actually wrote an essay about that. So again, it's really cool. It's really cool that both I and Cheyenne like writing about sex, but we both attack it from completely different angles because I'm very sex repulsive and she's very sex aggressive, and I think we attack it in very extremely different angles, but still very cool nonetheless. And yeah, I hope people enjoyed it. After the meeting, I wanted to go get dinner. I have no food at home, not really. So I wanted to eat dinner outside, and Maisie's down, Christian's down, so it went. But it was already 10:30. I don't know where to go. I was like maybe YGF, but it's like whatever, too late. So we ended up. Maisie's like, how about the tacos over there? And so we went to a taco truck across Rock and Riley's. I've never tried it before. I ordered a burrito, and then Maisie went back to her place to eat, and me and Christian we sneaked into Troy, and we ate there, and we had a really nice talk. And Maisie texted Christian and was like, oh, I have FOMO. I wish I had stayed with you too. But yeah, okay. Bombshell. Truth bomb. I didn't get into Camps Fest. The Camps Fest is kind of a fucking disaster. And I didn't get no rejection email. And Maisie's like, oh, I got the email because Maisie's working for Camps Fest. Maisie's like, oh, I got the email from the cam selection team of the rundown of all the films, and I'm not in it. But Daniel Pants Golden is in it. Andrew Wu's the photographer and Hugh Vo's film, and I looked at other names. I don't know anyone else. No, I didn't see the filmmakers' names. It would be helpful if I do. But I just assume it's fucking bullshit. Like they're playing it safe. They're picking all the films that like feel like film production films, which is so fucking stupid. Like Camps has never been about playing safe. So I was quite salty, and honestly I was really looking forward to Camps Fest. I was planning to get makeup and do all these things, and Maisie also submitted their film, and Maisie didn't get chosen. Maisie's all salty. So yeah, this really sucks, and I'm gonna write them an email tomorrow and beg them, and if not, fuck it, who cares. But yeah, that's a travesty because I invited a bunch of people to go, expecting that my film will be played. But yeah, I'll write them an email tomorrow, a beautiful email.